Hello guys, and welcome to another Viking ale review. Today's drink is a cider, so it's not an ale, and it comes from Latvia, and this is a can of Pear Taste Cider Fizz, which comes in at 4.5%. Now, I've never had a cider from Latvia. I've had plenty from England. You don't really find that many that's easily available outside of the UK. I mean, I think I've had one from India, but it was a long time ago, and I didn't really like it, I don't think. So I'll be interested to see, you know, a Latvian take on a cider. I mean, I'm sure they've got their own apples and stuff like that, so it will definitely be different. Hopefully they use real apples and not just additives. So, but we'll see. Okay, it's pouring very, very clear, which is about right for a pear cider or a perry. I mean, cider, apple cider is a cider. Perry is the pear version, just for those that don't know. I'm sure a lot of you already know, but so yeah, and it looks like a perry. It's a very clear looking drink. It almost looks like water. There's a very faint sort of tinge, but it looks alright. Let's give it a nose. I do love a cider, especially when it's really warm. There's just nothing more refreshing than a good cider. It smells very sweet. Definitely picking up the pears straight away, and a bit of orange. Yeah, I wasn't expecting orange on this, but I'm getting pear and orange. It just smells quite refreshing. It's quite sweet smelling, so I'm hoping it's not too sickly, but we shall give it a go. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh, that's got a lot of sugar added. Oh, the initial taste was quite crisp, and it tasted more like a sweet apple cider than a pear. I can't really detect pear in this. But wow, the sweetness. I don't know if I can see if there's any ingredients on this. Ingredients: water, apple wine, sugar syrup. Yeah, that's what it is. See, there's a reviewer on here called the Cider Drinker. That's the name of the channel, the Cider Drinker. His name's Ricky. He's a really nice guy, and he's very knowledgeable about cider. And one thing I've always seen him mention when he reviews a cider is he's always wary if they've added sugar to it, because a good cider should not have. It should basically just be apples, apples and water, and you shouldn't have to add sweetener to make a sweet cider, because the apples do their job. Obviously, like certain apples have got more bitter flavours, and obviously when you're brewing cider, you can get a sweetness from the brewing process as well, because like a vintage cider will have a little bit of sweetness as well, but it'll also have a big woody sort of flavour from where it's from where they store it for. Because ciders, I mean, vintage ciders are usually stored for about 2 or 3 years, but this is very, very sweet. It's like not really a kid's drink, because you know they're not old enough to drink this, but this is the sort of cider that you'd see someone who's not really into cider drink in a pub like this, and maybe like Copperberg and Recorderlig, which is another really sweet brand. I'm not going to drink the rest of this because I want to make sure, you know, if I'm going to drink something that's sweet with sugar or sugary, I want to make sure it's worth it. Do you know what I mean? For my body. So yeah, that's way too sweet. Way too sweet. I'll give that like a 3 out of 10 because it's refreshing, but that's about it. So there you go. Maybe someone from Latvia can tell me what apple wine means. Oh, I've got burps now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Oh yeah, I just wanted to do a quick shout out to one of my subscribers called Vitali, with 2 I's, Vitali or Vitali, and I've got a little app on my screen, my YouTube channel screen. It's at one of the links, and it's called Buy Me a Coffee. And basically, obviously, they can't call it Buy Me a Beer. And you can send like a pint of beer through, like the price of a pint of beer or something like that. And he bought me 3 pints. I was well impressed. I was well chuffed with that. So I just wanted to say, Vitali, if you're watching this, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. But other than that, don't bother with the cider. It's not worth it. Thank you very much. Cheers.